Alright, I wanted to do this one because I just wanted to do this really soon before I completely forget about this movie. And I'm probably not going to put this on my regular channel. I'm probably going to put it on my second channel that's just about wrestling. And I think I'm going to start just putting like wrestling movie reviews that, just I guess like the bad movies that, that wrestlers do or whatever. Just because I mean, this isn't Austin's worst movie. Like it's probably his you know, fourth best, but he's only actually made five, I think. So that's not really that good. It's just a really forgettable movie. I mean, it's cool seeing like, Austin in the forest and stuff like that because he is into archery and, hunting and stuff like that. But this movie's just so like the other actors in it are horrible. I mean, Austin's worth watching, because most wrestlers are decent actors and if you give them a right script, they can do, good like how The Rock's doing. And just I don't know, this movie's just it's not his worst movie, but it's definitely not his best. I mean, to be honest, I liked The Condemned. A lot of people didn't like The Condemned. Sure, it's a blatant ripoff of Battle Royale, but a lot of stupid Americans don't know what Battle Royale is. So, The Condemned, it had a little too much rape for me, but I liked the movie. I thought it was okay. For Austin's first film. And I liked another one of his movies called Damage, and I'll probably I would do a review of Condemned and Damage on my regular channel, but this one, I don't, I'm just this one's probably gonna start like a whole bunch of other like if they keep doing straight to DVD movies like this. I mean, Austin's doing all of these Anchor Bay straight to DVD action movies, and then WWE Studios, which is such a joke just even saying that, them having a film studio, um, is doing all these children's movies now, and just basically they can't do anything rated R, so it's kind of just like these are just. I'm probably gonna just put these reviews on my other channel. I'm not gonna put them on my regular channel, but I will. If I ever review Damage or The Condemned, I would probably put those. But things like See No Evil and shit like that, I would not put, on my on my regular channel. But this movie, it's like Stone Cold's like a border patrol up in, I think, he's like in Texas or was it? I don't even remember. But he's got his partner's Eric Roberts, who's in the movie for like, I'm not spoiling anything here. He's probably in the movie for about 10 minutes, and they're trying to bust like a meth lab up in the mountains, and it blows up, and Eric Roberts dies, and that's about it. Like the meth lab, that part has nothing to do with the rest of the plot. They never really touch back up on what the meth lab thing was about. But Eric Roberts dies, so then it's like later, like I don't know how many years later, and Stone Cold lives in the town with his daughter, and something happens like where these like guys that are trying to steal money, like they go into the police station the same time as his daughter and him, and then they hold his daughter hostage, and so it's basically just Stone Cold hiking, doing a nature tour and hiking through the woods with these people that have his daughter on a leash, basically on a rope, and he just kills all of them. It's just that's about it. It was there's this one good fight scene in it with this guy. He's a British kickboxer named Gary Daniels. That's probably the best scene in the whole movie, and that was about it. Like honestly, I would say rent it just to fast forward and watch that fight scene with Stone Cold and his kickboxer because it was really good, and the kickboxer guy was crazy. And also Gary Daniels and Eric Roberts and Austin were all in the Expendables, so this makes me think like they took a day off, shooting from the Expendables, or were on a lunch break, and they filmed this movie on the lunch break of the Expendables, pretty much. And honestly, I will probably maybe one day do a review of the Expendables, but I really did not enjoy that movie. I will explain why if I ever do a review, but it just that movie fell like really flat for me. I think I enjoyed the last Rambo movie better than I enjoyed the Expendables, to be honest. But that's a whole other review. But this movie, it's just not Austin's best movie. I mean, to be honest, I like The Condemned, I like Expendables, I like that Damage movie. Like I would do a review on that more than it has that Damage. Damage was I think like his second movie like after like his first movie after leaving WWE and or WWE like leaving wrestling altogether. But he I don't know. It was just a decent movie because it actually had a story, like he was fighting for a reason and stuff like this. This is just like a lot of bad acting and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely you check it out just for that fight scene with that Gary Daniels guy, but that's about it. And but like I was saying, this isn't his worst movie. Like his worst movie is this movie called The Stranger. I would never rent that movie ever. Like don't even put it in your DVD player. Like honestly, it's like if you were to have a video camera and you followed Stone Cold around, town, for a day. It's like a rip off of the Bourne Identity, but it's also just the the camera they filmed it with is horrible. Like I could barely even watch it. It was so bad. Like the camera was just the filter was terrible. So yeah, Hunt to Kill definitely not Austin's best movie. Never rent The Stranger. Um, that's for sure. And I don't know. Just I'll probably do some more of these like movie reviews if I find any more bad ones. I'm probably gonna watch Knucklehead pretty soon, so that'll probably definitely make a video on here. I w- I don't even think I could sit through Legendary, so I don't know. I probably will do Knucklehead, but I don't know about Legendary to be honest.